Alrighty, welcome back. I haven't done a video in a while, so but a few of you guys asking about repairing motorcycles, so I figured that I would show you a few of my motorcycles and a few repairs and ideas to repair motorcycles with. But I've got a few motorcycles, and most of these actually had really light repairs, like foot pegs. These little foot pegs would definitely break off, so I did, again, on my previous video, I showed just drill out the center, drill out the center where they're mounted, cut down a nail, super glue, and you're done. Some of the more terminal brakes, especially when you buy one, you get it in the mail, and it's even I've gotten them out of the packages where there's in the original packaging broken. And the main things I get broken are tailpipes, the hangers from the tailpipes, or the tailpipes itself are broken. And these are things that have never been out of the package. They're still got the original wiring on it, but again, these things are 20 years old. The easy repair on these things, if you break one of these hangers, just go ahead and sand them down. And I use the aluminum strap out of the nose, the bridge part of your mask, your throwaway mask you get when you go somewhere and they ask if you want a mask or something, or whatever. But they've got an aluminum strip that runs across the bridge of your nose. Perfect. Go ahead and remove that. Punch some holes in it, wrap it around there, and I would probably super glue them around and bring them up and double them up here on the shank here and drill some holes and reattach it. If you're good at putting things back together, you'll figure it out, but it'll look more correct with that aluminum in there, because on these motorcycles they were metal hangers that had the various holes in there, so you're probably a little bit more correct on those. But yeah, that's a major thing that would break. These exhaust headlamps would break off or whatever, and I've used actually a Kubelwagen headlamp to repair a headlamp from a motorcycle. They're the same diameter, just a little bit different shape. Just drill some holes in the side and rescrew. I mean, they're not as deep as the motorcycle headlamp, and they don't have the speedometer. But you know what? If this is all you got, do it. You'll figure it out. The headlamps actually came in the red and the blue for the Kubelwagens. The red ones actually came on the four-door version that 21st Century. The last Kubelwagen that 21st Century made was the four-door camouflage one, and they had the red subdued lighting. Another thing that would break, and a lot of times these would be either when you're picking them up, or when you get them in the mail and the seller forgets to advise that the sidecar is broken. So if you have both of the pieces, go ahead and remove the broken piece. Use the Gorilla Glue gel in the green lid, reattach it, let it dry, let it cure for 12 to 24 hours, and then get some JB Weld and slather it on there real thick, and you got to mix it hot so it dries really fast and really hard. And again, fill both sides of the 90-degree angle. You'll fill the outside and you'll fill the underside, and just coat it. And man, that thing dries like rock. I mean, it is JB Weld, it's steel. I mean, and do the back half if you haven't, if the back half isn't broken off, do that too. Makes it totally better, makes it 100% better, actually way better than the original. That seems to be the major breakage on these motorcycles. And of course the MG mount will snap off, and they'll usually snap right at this base here. So again, straighten out the base, tap it, drill it in, insert you a steel rod and fix it. If not, just go ahead and put the steel rod in there and make you a machine gun mount. If you want to be real correct about it, the machine gun mount for these motorcycles is a horizontal bar that runs across this way, not a straight up and down machine gun mount. The original, if you Google it, it's a bar that runs across here where the machine gun mount slides back and forth on that mount, giving the shooter a little bit better articulation in the weapon. Anyway, Those are the main things. And another thing actually is the handlebars, and I've actually scored I've got they're rarer, you know, they're as rare as unicorn nuts, but they break. If you look at one of my other videos on YouTube, you'll see how I repair it, and it's fairly simple. All you need is some JB Weld and you know, a small a picture hanging nail. So anyway, but that's a repair also. But again, these things are 25 years old, so they're not getting any newer. So I've gotten some out of the packaging where they've never been out of the packaging that are broke. So you got to do some repairing. Also, I do the Kubelwagens. I strip down and customize the Kubels. I keep everything. Don't throw anything away. I mean, you keep everything, especially if it's a vehicle you cannot salvage. You can use everything off that vehicle. I mean, even you can cut out the back doors of the Kubel, because the back doors are the exact same size as the front doors. So if you need a front door, go cut out the back of the, if you've got a junker vehicle, go ahead and cut the back doors out, and they, add some metal hinges, and they work. They're exactly the same size. I've explained that on one of my previous videos. I keep all the seats out of everything I have, Kubelwagen seats from Dragon, and I usually put these in the 21st Century using the Hasbro Jeep frames. Excuse me, I dropped that one. These seats came out of the half track, the Hasbro half track. I keep everything. So these seats really go nicely in the German half track if you want extra seating, or they go back into the Hasbro half tracks in the back as jump seats. So they work really well in almost anything. I even thought about putting one in the Panzers there. So they work really well because they're nondescript and they're close to almost anything. So plastic foliage, comes in real handy. Keep all the boxes that I have, tires and rims. Always nice to have a couple extra rims and tires for Kubels and motorcycles. Anyway, but that's my little video here. If you got any more questions, chime in, let me know. Got any more repair questions or just salvaging questions, definitely let me know. So if you've got a motorcycle that needs help, man, I can definitely try to help you out. So anyway, thanks for chiming in.